it says. And I forgot to go to Wi-Fi. So I don't know what the signal is like. Well, hello. Who's there? Is that Carrie Bishop? Sweetheart, I forgot to switch over to Wi-Fi. We're using data. I don't know what the signal's like. Although I can go pull up the channel on the laptop over there. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Pam. I'm glad to be on, Pam. I'm tired of washing woodwork and blanching veggies, as the title says. Okay, Carrie. I missed you guys too. My right eyelid is twitching. Pay no mind if you notice it. So, Pam, does it look okay to you? And Sonia? My lipstick is bleeding into my wrinkles. Bob has run up to Arby's to get himself a sandwich and to get me some mozzarella sticks. It looks okay. Thank you, honey. And I need to make a ramen noodle salad to go with I don't know why I'm putting these up. I'm going to need them. I'm going to roast a pork tenderloin tomorrow. On the weekend, one day or the other, I'll gather my thoughts here in a minute. One day or the other, I don't cook. So today is the day I did not cook. So that's why Bob has run up to Arby's. So he could come crashing in on us at any moment. But since I'm doing a tenderloin tomorrow, I want to do this ramen noodle salad to go with it. And I thought, hey, I hadn't been live in a little while. And so why not? Hi, Kathy R. I'd like to scroll and see if I've missed anybody. I don't think I have. I need to clear my throat. Let me mute for a moment. Now I have to wash my hands again. That's what I was doing right after I hit go live. Instead of coughing into the bend of my elbow, I coughed into my hand. Hi, Cherokee girl. You're working on dry canning? I never did learn the art of canning. I think I've mentioned this before, Cherokee girl. My fear of pressure cookers. It was put into me when I was a little one to be scared of pressure cookers. So I blanch and freeze the things that you can. And I started out with a 51% charge, and I have us on charge, which I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I'm doing it anyway. I also did not turn off my notifications. I'm really getting bad at this. Maybe as the season progresses into the winter months, I can go live more often. That would be nice because I do miss you guys. Dry canning is simple, just dry ingredients and a jar canner. Okay, here's what I'll do, Cherokee Girl. I'll Google it. In the meantime, y'all, as the title says, I've been washing walls along with blanching veggies to freeze. And all of the walls, I said in the title, washing woodwork. Well, all of the walls except for the back room, or actually the add-on, it's old wood paneling that I've painted white or gray or whatever. So, and all of the trim is wood. So yeah, up and down the step stool. Yeah. So I have a dab more to do here in the kitchen, and that's done. So anyway, hey, hi, I'm Susan. Welcome to Lip Lock No More. If you're new, we're glad to have you here. I obviously am just an old woman in her kitchen right now, anyway, in the hills and hollers of Arkansas. And my live streams are what I refer to as content free. And on the occasion, I have some hellacious rants and cuss like a sailor. Although today, I'm not really particularly feeling a rant coming on about anything. So, welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you're a return viewer, especially if you're subbed up. If you're not, why not? Um, think about becoming a member. Give me a like. It's a free way to boost us in the algorithm. So, it's usually pretty boring over here for most folks. Not the regulars, as one might say, because they're accustomed to me and how I am and what I do here. Mostly when I'm live, it's to offer folks a little bit different place to go to just kind of chill out and, you know, from whatever, whether it be what you're actually dealing with on a day-to-day basis, sometimes an hour-to-hour basis or a minute-to-minute basis, and what people here on the interwebs like to call your real life. Uh, I'll just leave that there. Nonetheless, if you're new, I would let you know that on pre-recorded uploads, there's usually a lot of cussing. But when I'm live, I try to keep it to a minimum, especially when it's a Saturday evening and there may likely be little ones around. But just in case, Carrie can, my managing moderator, can generally anticipate when I'm going to let one fly, and she will let you know in chat. So, anyway, I hope you guys are doing well and have been doing well since I saw you last. So, enough of me just jacking my jaws. There is something that I want to touch on that is of a serious note, and I have made a post in that regard on the community tab. As a matter of fact, several. Oh, I hear Bob coming in the front door. Baby, just so you know, I'm running live. I'm live, just so you know. He's back from Arby's.
I'll be out of here in a second.
You're fine. I'm going to mute you guys just for a second while he's getting his ice because it's noisy. Bob was getting himself a glass of sweet iced tea and he squeezed the lemon and he's got lemon in it. Did it go in your eye or in your eyebrow? Went up on his forehead. So anyway, bear with me just a few minutes, guys, until Bob gets his stuff together because it's noisy. So is it a cold turkey sandwich or a hot turkey sandwich that you have?
It's cold.
A cold turkey. So,
Pretty sure.
so Bob got a cold turkey sandwich. Looks like on whole wheat. Turkey bacon ranch, and potato cakes. And thank you for getting them stuff. And I'll have my mozzarella sticks after we end the live. There's no way on God's green earth that I'm going to subject anybody watching now or later to me mukbanging freaking mozzarella sticks on freaking YouTube on a live stream. Just saying. You're welcome. So anywho, did I unmute? As you can see, I still have my dog ears, but they're growing out. I did unmute. Okay. Anywho. So what was I saying when Bob came in? I think I was saying something about giving me a like. It's a free way to boost us in the algorithm. So thank you. And thank you guys for being here. Oh, and the thing, the serious thing, that's where I was. We are at our 4-year anniversary as a live streamer and a YouTuber. Wow. And 3 years ago, I didn't realize it had been so long. I did quite a bit of coverage on a case out of Memphis, Tennessee. Now, if you're new, you may scratch your head and go, coverage of a case? Yes, actually, for the first year, 2 years, but mostly the first year, this channel was had different content. And we were, and still are actually, quite serious about that that content. I'm not going to go through the story of shifting gears, finding our lane, and this more relaxed atmosphere here. However, it is not like me to drop the ball on something that I have already covered. Now, oddly enough, and I'm actually grateful for this, what I'm about to say, the ongoing trial that I dropped the ball and did not let my audience know was going on. I have forgotten the name of the perpetrator. I remember the names of his two victims, Danielle Hoyle and Kennedy Hoyle. I've shared on the community tab here today my playlist that are my live streams or my videos in regards to that case from 3 years ago. I'm grateful that it came up in my feed here on YouTube when I turned my phone on a while ago. And it was court TV, law and crime TV. And from what I could tell, the trial started last week. I have watched probably 30 minutes of the opening statements the first day. I backed out of it because the audio in the courtroom is really bad, regardless of the network I go to. Now, we would not be able to use either of those networks here because they are both, as I understand it, somewhat notorious for striking. And I'd rather not have that happen here. But I have shared some links to those as well on the community tab for those who are interested in keeping up with the case. So often, just a little more seriousness, and then I'm going to make this salad and mostly not be talking at all. So the chat will just be there for anybody that wants to hang out for a little bit and chat. So often, we, that includes me, we remember the name of the perpetrator. Do we remember the names of the victims? For example, because it's what's popping into my head, anybody on any social media or probably at the local grocery can say the name Brian Koberger. And the phrase the Idaho 4 may come to their mind or another's mind. Do we remember the names of the 4? I don't remember their last names. But y'all get my point. And today's hangout and chat, if you want to hang out and chat, is not about that case. Not even particularly, although I do want to look at something on my laptop about the ongoing trial in Memphis. I personally intend to put more effort into remember the names of the victims rather than whoever did the thing. whatever that thing might be. That's a personal commitment I'm making to myself. So, anyway, the perpetrator in this case 3 years ago was 25. As a matter of fact, it was his 25th birthday, the day that he murdered the mother of his 2-day-old daughter. Her name was Danielle Hoyle, Hoyle. He then allegedly trigger warning. This is sensitive. He threw the 2-day-old Kennedy, his daughter, into the Mississippi River. Her body has never been recovered. I stopped covering these cases because you can see. So I'm going to make a salad. If you guys want to hang out and chat, that would be cool. And once I get this going, maybe we'll step outside and smoke a cigarette or something. I don't know. I need to get something to keep my sleeves up. These hair scrunchies come in pretty handy for more things than scrunching your hair. This is 1/4 cup of slivered almonds. I guess I better preheat the oven. I am preheating the oven to 250 degrees. Person can use any flavor they want. I prefer the shrimp flavor, but you can use any flavor you want. Me and this little sack of ramen noodles are fixing to have us a Jesus come to meeting, Jesus come to Jesus meeting. How's that for twisting my words? I'm breaking these noodles up while they're still in the bag. And there's one lump in there that doesn't want to. Oh, I didn't wash my hands again after coughing in my hand. Hang on a second. Y'all said she said, hang on a second. Well, isn't that what we've been doing anyway? Now I got soap on my hands and I've got a cough again. Got a tickle in my throat. So now I have to cough into my elbow. And I beg your pardon. I couldn't mute because I got soap on my hands. Anyway, like I said, that was 1/4 of a cup of slivered almonds. And what this is a way to use up bok choy, or in our case today, it's going to be plain old green cabbage, because I've got some that I need to use up. And I don't like to waste food, so I'm going to do that. And I'm also going to take this necklace off before I knock myself out with it. It's heavy. There's a thing on here. What I'm checking out is there's a thing that says there's a Q&A. Haven't seen that before. It says ask a question. Q&A. Now it's gone. Anywho, one package of broken up ramen noodles. So, I was remarking on how it's 4-year anniversary. Well, I'm working on a little bitty thing. By little bitty, I mean a short, which means it'll be 1 minute or less. Just me learning some new stuff. And it's going to feature none other than, moi and Carrie Bishop. Now, how come anybody would want to celebrate being on this platform for any length of time, much less 4 years, is beyond me. Okay, so anyway, my oven is preheated. So I'm putting the dry noodles and the 1/4 cup of slivered almonds in there. And I'm going to just kind of gently toss them around from time to time. You know, you got to toss your noodle and you got to toss your nuts from time to time, especially if you want them uniformly browned. So I'm going to be doing that. Um, until they achieve the desired golden brownness. I almost feel like I'm having to stand on my head to talk to y'all. I ain't no Paula Deen, that's for damn sure. Anyway, can y'all hear me when I'm clear over here? Do I need to holler louder? Well, hellfire, a while ago, there's 28 of you in here. Now there's 13. The hell's up with that? Whatever, fine. You'll find you some drama somewhere. Or a real YouTuber, which I'm not. Oh my God, now we're back up to 16. Anyway, while that's going on, let me put my nuts aside. Now, what else it calls for is, like I said, I prefer bok choy, but I don't have any today. So I'm going to use regular head cabbage. A red bell pepper, I do have, or at least a half of one. I've got a whole one, but I'm going to use a half of one. There's just two of us after all. Now, it calls for green onions. I don't have any. But I do have some shallots that I grew in my own garden. So instead of green onions, I'm going to use shallots. And I think 3 about this size ought to do. Now, of course, we don't have the pretty green tops, but oh well. I learned from my second son, a Marine. Semper Fi, hoorah. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. You can hear me fine, Susan. Hi, Susan Bezio. Hi, Ramblin' Rome. Kathy R., you're getting excited thinking that I'm making a salad that your mom used to make. So far, it sounds familiar. I actually picked up this recipe. I beg your pardon. These are not homegrown, the big ones, just the little ones. Well, usually when I get a recipe from an associate, an acquaintance, or a friend, I write their name and a date on the recipe card, but I didn't. But I know for sure, Kathy R., baby, that this recipe is at least for me, it's at least 15 years old and probably closer to 20. And I got it from a fellow biker chick. At a biker event, at a biker rally. She had brought this dish to a potluck over that weekend, and I liked it so much. And also you can use Napa cabbage as well. Napa cabbage is really good in this. So anywho, if I've missed you in chat, I'm sorry. I'll try to catch up with you here directly. Got onion skin all over the place. So anyway, ordinarily, you would use 3 green onions, And this recipe can be easily doubled or tripled if you're having like a big affair. Uh, but anyhow, so I'm just going to use 3 of the little shallots to replace 3 green onions. I get my cabbage and my red bell pepper. Now, see, like I said, I've got this regular old cabbage that I need to use up, so I'm in it.
Did you unmute your mic?
What?
I'm watching you outside and I can't hear you on your telephone.
Can you guys hear me? Bob says he had me turned on the front porch and he can't hear me on his phone. Ramblin' Biker Blues and Barbecue is going on in Rogers the 1st through the 4th, is it? Cool. Maybe they can hear me good, so I don't know. Oh, if you're using the app on your phone, look like where the screen is actually me, and there's probably a little thing that looks like a bullhorn. It's probably muted. Don't come in here with it turned on, baby, because it'll feed back. He done walked out the dang door before he heard me say, "Don't walk in here with it turned on; it'll feed back." I'll bet you he's watching. Not on the app, on the, what the hell do you call it? Like Google, like he went to the server first. Okay, babies, thank you for letting me know. So anyway, I'm just removing a couple of the outer leaves. Okay, down at the bottom underneath your chat, it went away again. Dang, nabbit. I guess it's some new feature for me to use. Q&A. Anyway, I'm going to wash my red bell pepper right quick. And thank you guys for hanging out. I truly am tired of washing Woodwork and blanching veggies, broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Hang on, I gotta get a wooden spoon. I've got to toss my nuts in my noodle. Anywho, like I say, and I really do appreciate y'all just coming over and hanging out on a totally content-free live stream with Woodblock no more. I enjoy hanging out with you guys and just jacking my jaws like this and just kind of rambling, bouncing off walls. Squirrel. On a live stream while I'm just puttering around. Most folks be like, Well, what kind of content is this? I just said it's content free. Anyway, over here, what we have is a quarter of a cup of granulated sugar. This is a half a cup of peanut oil and 3 tablespoons of white vinegar. The packet of seasoning from the ramen noodles. I feel like an apothecary. I feel like a chemist. Okay, I feel like a witch. All right? It's a concoction. Making a concoction. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Did you guys know that it's almost October? You know what happens in October other than my birthday? Which is the day before what actually happens in October? Halloween. Ooh. Ooh, witchy woman. See how high she flies. Okay, so in this dressing jug, which looks ominously like some sort of something from a hospital, like a blood jar, but it's not. It's for dressing. We have the aforementioned peanut oil. You can use canola or sunflower, or just regular. Yeah, that's what I said. Regular vegetable oil. I do not recommend olive oil for this salad. Anyway, hold on. Gotta shake it. The sugar's not going to dissolve at first. Anybody that cooks any at all, you know how sugar is. So you're just going to shake it, and then you're going to set it down, go cut some cabbage or some Napa cabbage or some bok choy. I like to set it on top of the stove while the stuff is toasting in the oven because the stove's a little bit warm. So that helps. Hi, Rosemary Time. Hi, Michael Blucher. You know what? I'm so lazy. I'm going to mix it in the same bowl that it's going to get served in. That's how lazy I am. This is what is referred to as radioactive red Fiesta ware. This casserole is part of my vast collection of Fiesta ware. Google it. Yeah. If you don't collect Fiesta ware, it's just another damn dish. If you collect Fiesta ware, or you're interested in it at all, Google this puppy. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to be lazy. Hang on to your life, your life, your life, your life. I don't know why that song came to mind. In case you wonder what I'm doing, I'm sharpening this knife. I'm that bee mama bear. Hi, darling. Now, babies, I will try to catch up with Chad. If I don't, you know how I am. Old silver-haired woman. I'm likely to forget, especially when my right eyelid's twitching like it is today. But if I've missed you in chat, I will try to remember to say howdy before we say goodbye. You say yes, I say no. You say stop, and I say go, go, go. Oh, oh no. You say goodbye, and I say hello. So anyway, I think I will cut some of this, the outer edge off of this to freshen it up. Do ya still get a thrill when you see me coming up the hill? Honey, now do ya? Do ya? And do you whisper my name just to bring a little comfort to you? I gotta put this in a baggie. Oh, do you? Do you miss me when I'm gone, or sometimes wish that I'd stay gone just a little bit longer? Well, I guess what I'm asking is, do you still love me? Or do you lie awake thinking I'm the biggest mistake you've ever made? Core. Oh, do you? And it's just by snapping them fingers. You could snap them fingers and make it all go away. Honey, now would you? I like to cut the ingredients to like bite size. Do you still like the thrill of my body lying next to you? Whoa, whoa. Well, I guess what I'm asking is, do you still love me? I'm just removing the membrane and the seeds from the red bell pepper. Half a one. Cause honey, I sure do. I still love you. At least I think I do. And these questions I'm asking, well, you could ask them of me too. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, I do. Oops, I missed a seed. My mama would say, don't eat the seeds, it'll give you a bellyache. My older brother would say, don't swallow the seeds, because if you do, then you'll have red bell pepper growing in your belly. I believed him, only it was watermelon. Honey, I sure do. I still love you. I already did that part. At least I think I do. And these questions I'm asking, I'm going to turn this oven up a little bit. This wooden spoon has a secret microphone in it. Well, you could ask them of me too. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, I do. Now we're back to where I quit. It's okay that I breathed all over the spoon. It's just me and my hubby. Do you still get it through? Bell pepper going in with the cabbage. Just bring a little comfort to you. Honey, now do you? Do you miss me when I'm gone? Sometimes wish that I'd stay gone just a little bit longer. I guess what I'm asking is, do you still love me? Got a spot on it. Got the spot off. Well, I guess what I'm asking is, do you still love me? Ba-dum-ba-dum. Whoop. Onion. Oh, I go walking after midnight. Out in the moonlight. Just hoping you may be. Never, never, ever put a sharp knife or any other sharp object into your kitchen sink. whether it has water, dishwater, or anything else in it or not. Wash the knife and return it to its proper place. Always. Now, some of you out there might go, well, I don't know who this old lady she is telling me how to conduct myself and what to do. Well, you may not know who I think I am, but I know who I know I am. I'm a great grandma. That means that I can tell you what to do. Now, here's the other side of that coin. That doesn't fucking mean you have to do it. I'm beginning to smell some ramen noodles and some slivered almonds. And I'm glad, because I'm about ready for a cigarette, and we done been on here an hour, and I like to keep it to an hour, and we done been on here over an hour. I heard my feller come in. Now we got the toasted slivered almonds and ramen noodles that I broke up a while ago and put in the oven dry. I use cast iron for almost everything. Most people would put them on a baking sheet. That's okay. Now, as any Evians with common sense will know, it's not even future like will know. It's like you already probably do know. You don't know you know it because I haven't told you what it is yet. I'm about to. Except I forgot what it was. Oh, I just remembered what it was. Does anybody with any common sense at all can surmise? Making this simple salad does not take an hour. It's taken this long because I'm jacking my jaws a lot. If I wasn't talking, it would have been made in the refrigerator some time ago. Now, the nice thing that happens, remember how I was kind of bitchy about the sugar in the dressing part and how y'all know how sugar is and it don't like to melt in room temperature or cold for dang sure liquid, and how shake 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 your dressing, shake your dressing. If you put the toasted noodles and your nuts in with your veggies, pour them on top like I just did, and then pour the dressing on top of those warm nuts and noodles. Guess what happens? Yeah. So I'm gonna unplug you. I don't even know if we're still live. I might just be talking to myself. Hell if I know. And so there we go. Ta-da! All right, I gotta get this in the fridge. Hang on. I gotta get a lid on this and get it in the fridge. Thank you guys for just and hanging out. I do. I appreciate it. And yes, I'm busted. Okay. I started to say pun unintended. Unintendo. Unintended. See, I tripped up over my words because I was about to tell a fib. I was about to say something that was not true. But the truth of the matter is that although we are a braless kitchen cult, I am indeed wearing a bra because you never know who's going to show up. I'm looking over here on the laptop to see if I can see who I've missed. I think I said hi to Rosemary and Thyme. Flies on the coleslaw. Hi, honey. There's that Q&A thing again. What is that? Add a Q&A sticker. Try it. Okay. Sweet or savory breakfast? Answer. I have no idea what's. Okay. I just answered it. Answers will appear as chat messages. Well, hi, Eve. I don't see anything. Answer. I'm not seeing anything showing up on the other side. Now, how do I get it out of here? How do I get it off? Now it's on my screen and it won't go away. It's right over my face. How do I get rid of it? Go away. I just tried it, and now on my phone, right smack dab across my face. You can't see it to help me. It popped up in my chat, and it says, Q&A. Try it, and the question that it offered was sweet or savory breakfast. So I answered savory, and then I touched done, and now the thing is on my drag here to end Q&A. Okay, I had to drag it to get it off the screen. So anyway, I'm just checking live chat on the laptop to see if I've missed anybody in chat, guys. Like I was saying, it's totally content free. I needed a break. Believe it or not, I go to YouTube to have a break and do a live stream. Eva, I hope you're doing well. Beg your pardon. I was looking to see as well if Chroma Chronicles was in here, because Chroma Chronicles asked me to do a particular song if they were in here the next time I went live, and this is the next time I went live or I have gone live. And so I'm not going to do that song if Chroma Chronicles isn't here, which I don't believe they are, because then what if we go live the next time, or I do, and Chroma Chronicles is here, then I would have to say, well, I already did the song. So I got to put this in the fridge. And I've already got the pork tenderloin thawing out for tomorrow. I don't know what else I'm going to put with it and the salad. Something else. I don't know what. Carrie, thank you for the beautiful displays you always do in the chat. All right, darlings. The perpetrator's name. Hang on. Now, I'm not going to play these because I don't want to get struck. Brandon Isabel. Localmemphis.com, Court TV, as I mentioned earlier. Tennessee versus Brandon Isabel, baby in the river murder trial. Oh boy. I just got nudged by the inkling of a rant. Baby in the river murder trial. Really? Court TV. The baby's name is Kennedy. The baby was 2 days old. The baby's daddy murdered her mother, Danielle, shot her in the head. If you go to my playlist on this case, there's map work and different stuff on there. Anyway, as best as I can recall, from 3 years ago, he allegedly lured her out to a particularly remote spot in Memphis. He shot her in the head. He took the 2-day-old baby, allegedly, threw her and the murder weapon into the Mississippi River. This is not baby in the river murder trial. This is the murder trial of Brandon Isabel, accused of having murdered Danielle Hoyle and her 2-day-old daughter, Kennedy Hoyle, and having left behind a daughter who at the time of the murder died at the alleged murderer's trial. So, excuse me. Hang on, y'all. All too fucking hell if I take exception with things such as the Idaho 4 and the baby in the river murder trial. First of all, there was more than a baby. There was her mama. And as I've already pointed out, they both have names. And as I watched the mother of Danielle, the grandma of the little orphaned girl, the grandma of the little murdered infant baby, as I watched her testimony, remember their names. Anyway, if you go to that playlist that I mentioned here on my channel, you'll see what I talked about and what I had to show about it, 3 years ago. So let's have a quick reading and we're going to say goodbye. Not this one. I'm perusing. I beg your pardon. Okay. Again, thank you to everybody that came over today, and especially thanks to those of you that have stuck it through to the end of a content-free live stream here on Lip Locked No More. from getting the most out of life. I'm getting a runny nose. Not from getting the most out of life. An anthology published by the Reader's Digest in 1946, from page 6. A short 3 paragraphs written by Fraser Hunt and taken from the Red Book magazine, and titled Our Unseeing Eyes. One July afternoon at our ranch in the Canadian Rockies, I rode toward Helen Keller's cabin. Along the wagon trail that ran through a lovely wood, we had stretched a wire to guide Helen when she walked there alone, and as I turned down the trail, I saw her coming. I sat motionless while this woman who was doomed to live forever in a black and silent prison made her way briskly down the path, her face radiant. She stepped out of the woods into a sunlit open space directly in front of me and stopped by a clump of wolf willows. Gathering a handful, she breathed their strange fragrance. Her sightless eyes looked up squarely into the sun, and her lips, so magically trained, pronounced the single word, beautiful. Then, still smiling, she walked past me. I brushed the tears from my own inadequate eyes, for to me none of this exquisite highland had seemed beautiful. I had felt only bitter discouragement over the rejection of a piece of writing. I had eyes to see all the wonders of the woods, sky, and mountains, ears to hear the rushing stream, and the song of the wind in the treetops. It took the sightless eyes and sealed ears of this extraordinary woman to show me beauty and bravery. So if you ever find yourself out in the middle of the woods hanging on to a wire and you stop to grab some wolf willows, there's a place for us somewhere, a place for us. Peace and quiet and open day. Wait for us somewhere. There's a time for us someday, a time for us, time together with time to spare, time to learn, time to share. Someday, some way, somewhere. Now you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here because I got to clean up my mess. I love you all. Thanks for dropping in for a content-free live stream. Don't forget to use your superpower. It's called kindness. Just don't throw it around willy-nilly to every motherfucker that walks up to you. some people don't deserve it. Love you guys. Bye bye.